right, we are now going to write an equation for parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines are the train tracks. They never come together. They never intersect. Their slopes, if you notice, look to be the same, and that's exactly true. Their slopes, when they're parallel, are the same. Okay. Now, perpendicular lines are something like this. Okay. You can tell they are very different. So the slopes here, they are the negative, okay, reciprocal. And in case you don't remember reciprocal, think back to our division of fractions. Keep, change, flip. Flip is your reciprocal. Okay. So what are some of the things we could be asked to do here? Okay, write an equation of the line that passes through the point 3, 1, okay, and is parallel to the equation y equals 3x plus 1. Okay? All right, so what we're going to do, the first thing we have to do is we have to identify our slope. If it is parallel, that means it has the same slope. So our slope is going to be our m. So m equals 3. And we're just going to take that right from that point, from that line. I have a point, I have a slope. I'm going to use point slope form, and then we will simplify it. So y minus my y1, which is 1, equals my slope times the quantity x minus x1, which is 3. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and simplify. So we're going to use our distributive property. That gives us 3x minus 9 and y minus 1. But I want to try to get y equals mx plus b, so I'm going to solve for my y. So I'm going to add 1 to both sides. Y equals 3x minus 8. This line is parallel to this line. It's like train tracks that don't intersect each other. Okay? Now, let's use the same thing, but this time we are going to use perpendicular. Okay, so I'm going to still use the 0.31. I'm still going to use this equation, but this time I want it to be perpendicular. Alrighty, so the first thing we need to do is identify our slope. Well, our slope was 3, but now we need to take the reciprocal. So now 3 is going to be in the denominator and 1 in the numerator. I also need it to be negative reciprocal. So that is my new slope. Okay. I'm going to use my point slope. So y minus 1 equals my m times the quantity x minus my 3, which is my x. Again, we can go through and simplify. So this gives me negative 1/3 x. Negative times negative is positive. If I put a 1 under it, notice those 3's are canceling out. So I'm just left with 1. Now, I'm still solving for my y because I want to get back to slope-intercept. So I'm going to add 1 to both sides. And that gives me y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2.